Welcome back to the Partnership Lab. We're about to move into part 3, where we're here to develop repeatable results through our partnership operating system. Let's move into the first lesson in this part, which is all about landing the all-important first win. The goal of this lesson is to achieve an early success that builds credibility and momentum. And it's important because quick wins build trust. They validate the partnership and they create early return on investment, preventing partnerships from stalling. We're going to use the first win GPT to develop example first wins that can be used with your future partners. So let's dive straight in. So why do quick wins matter? Well, they create trust, and it means that the partnership can start on a positive note. They create momentum, so it keeps both parties engaged and motivated. And it reinforces internal buy-in because leadership and teams see value early in the relationship. Without early success, partnerships often lose momentum as stakeholders lose interest. They get deprioritized and become just another project, and they face misalignment with no clear path to value. Let's work through the 3-phase plan for a first win. And maybe no surprises on these first 2 steps. Number 1 is to define the first win. Number 2, execute the plan to achieve the first win. And number 3, the most important step, communicate and leverage that first win. So let's start with the first phase of defining a first win. And it's important to note the qualities of a powerful first win. So they're achievable within 2 to 6 months of the partnership agreement being signed. They're not complex long-term goals. They're ones which are tangible and measurable, and they must show clear success. And most importantly, they should be mutually beneficial. Each partner should gain through the process of achieving that first win. Here are some examples. A co-branded webinar attracts 500 new leads. And of course, you've gone through the process of building out the relationship, you've acquired all the people to come in, and you've delivered such a compelling proposition that you've achieved 500 new leads that wouldn't have been done by yourself. A joint pilot program that delivers a new offer to market. This is a product development example. And then if you're in the scientific, healthcare, or medical realms, an ethics approval to commence a new scientific study between 2 groups is a very substantial first win. Once we've finished defining the first win, we move into phase 2, which is to execute and measure the first win. The execution plan should include assigning ownership and determining how you get support across the broader organization. Basically, we're trying to work out who does what. And that air cover is really important. The broader organizational support for a first win means that more people can be bought in, which means more people can support you in delivering that first win. We have an agreed and very clear success measure. And by defining what success looks like, it galvanizes the team to work towards achieving that outcome. And then we have the ability to demonstrate accountability. We have fortnightly check-ins that allow us to understand progress, remove roadblocks, and understand how to deal with unexpected occurrences through the plan to achieve that first win. So let's look at some example first win measures. Number 1, the number of leads generated through that first win program. It could also be revenue generated or number of customers retained or costs or time saved as a consequence of that first win, or a mission critical milestone that's been achieved through that first step of working together. So once we've achieved our first win, it's important that we communicate and leverage the benefits of that first win. And so how can we use the first win for growth? Well, we can create a case study that allows us to showcase the progress both internally and to each organization to develop more of that momentum. It helps us to strengthen internal buy-in. We can get leadership excited to deepen the current partnership by extending its scope or providing more resources. And most importantly, we can show how we've folded the learning from that first 6 months into not just this partnership, but into new partnerships that are going to come downstream as a consequence of the momentum and credibility that we've built. So the key takeaways from lesson 3.1 is that early wins build trust, momentum, and credibility. A structured first win plan ensures focus and execution, and leveraging success opens doors to bigger opportunities. Now, blueprint action step time. Let's develop 5 first wins that could be used with future partners using the first win GPT. You'll find that connected to the partnership blueprint document. And once you've finished that, hit complete, and I will see you in lesson 3.2, how we go about scaling success and building a repeatable partnership growth system. You're doing great. I'll see you in the next lesson.